All right. Once again, we have a new episode of your Mental Health Ally that is dedicated for your mental health and mental wellness. Now, meron na naman tayong episode, but this time for HR or human resource professional. How do you take care of yourself if you are an HR? Ano ba yung mga self-care practices na dapat alam din ng HR? Dahil you take care of other people, how do you take care of yourself? And we have a guest now, si Miss Idel. Hi, Miss Idel.
Hi!
Okay, yan. She will guide us through for this podcast. Ano nga ba yung mga self-care tips if you are an HR? Idel, kamusta ka naman? Can you tell something about yourself for our listeners and viewers?
Okay, hi! So, I'm Idel De Leon, no? Currently, I'm an HR manager of Signer Quest, no, Management Consultancy Services. So, it's a consultant company for quality, business, health, and safety. Ayan. So, I've been working in the HR department since 2015. Yun ang aking experience. So hopefully, bigay ako ng inspiration, especially to my fellow HR, no, pagdating sa self-care.
Ayun, alam nyo yung nung ginagawa namin, kina-conceptualize namin tong idea ng this episode is talagang si Idol agad ang naisip ko kasi because yung extensive background niya pagdating sa HR. By the way, Idol, ano ba yung mga functions para just to baka may iba rin kasing nanonood na gustong maging HR professional o yung mga students na kumukuha ng mga human resource management. Ano ba basically ang function ng HR?
Well, so ang functions ng HR, nasa ano, merong for recruitment, no,
Okay?
and talent retention. Yan. So meron din kami for engagement, no? Employee engagement. So how do we keep them na parang engaged or motivated at work? Ganun. And we also have for employee well-being. Yan. So we partner with the different departments din naman when it comes to promoting company well-being, no? And the other, syempre, when it comes to employee discipline, ayan, meron din kaming, may touch din kami doon. And for the others, kasi kung i-google mo, marami talagang, maraming mga functions ang HR.
Maraming functions talaga ang HR na
Oo.
pwede nating i-share sa mga viewers natin. Kumbaga from A to Z, from the moment na ma-hire ka to the moment na yung iba nagbibigay ng exit interview, no, kapag nagre-resign. So pag-usapan naman natin yung mga HR nito, Idel. So let's start the ball rolling. How do you uh, check in yourself? How do you take care of yourself in the same way that you check in the welfare of other people? Ano ba yung mga basic self-care na ginagawa mo sa sarili mo as HR?
Okay. Sige, yung tanong was, how do I check in, no?
Yes.
If I'm going to use my own words, no, check in means, um, kamusta ka
Mm-mm.
talaga? No, nandun dapat yung word na talaga. Kasi pag kamusta ka, madaling sabihin, okay lang ako, I'm fine, ganyan. Pero kamusta ka talaga, 'di ba 'yon? So tinatanong ko din yung sarili ko noon, no, kamusta ba ako talaga today? Ayan. Kasi pag HR ka, no, halos parang hindi mo hawak yung oras mo, no, or you have a very little time for yourself while at work, no, kasi yung concerns ng company or yung needs, no, needs ng company and employees, yung niisip mo, no? So, at the end of the day, tinatanong ko yon, kamusta ako talaga today? Yun, after ng work, no? So, I I try to feel my body, no? Is there a pain in any part of my body? Yan, isip ko yan. So, minsan mararamdaman ko, medyo masakit ang ulo ko. Yan. So, focus ako doon, masakit ang ulo ko. Ayan. Tapos, I also ask myself, no, yung emotions ko, no? What do I really feel today? Ganyan. Especially after work. No? So, ah, pin- ano din, yung sagot ko sa tanong na yon, sometimes I feel tired. Yun talaga yun. I feel tired. No? So, and then also, I ask myself, no, anong nasa isip ko? What are my thoughts? No, what are my thoughts after this day or after work? Ganyan. So, yung thoughts ko, parang, I acknowledge them na parang I didn't feel like I gave my best today. Yun. So, yung ganun. So, tinatanong ko yun, no, my body, my emotions, my thoughts. And of course, I try not to judge myself. Ayun. Kasi ako na nga lang yung nangangamusta sa sarili ko, di ba? So, I don't judge myself, no, when I asked those questions sa sarili ko na lang din. Ayan.
Ang
And
ganda
I do,
ang ganda nga ng pagkakashare mo na ano eh. You listen to what
uh,
your body tells you.
mm,
Kasi alam mo, Idol, yung iba nagigilty kapag halimbawa, di sila nakakatulog, parang natutulog sila, nagigilty sila na ano eh. Parang may kulang pa ako na gusto ko pang gawin. Even your body tells you na you are tired, you are exhausted, pag mahaba ang meeting, pag may mga HR programs. Tapos ang yung ganda na sinabi mo na ano yan, you will also acknowledge your emotion. For
mm,
frustrated ka if you are tired, stop ka
mm.
muna eh. Kasi you are not a machine. You are, you are, 'di ba? May ganung ano eh. May ganun nabasa
Yes,
ako layout
humans
na
din.
ano eh. Nabasa ko layout title, you are not a machine, you are a human being, right? So it will go to my next question. What does rest mean to you outside of work? Ito ba ay rest na sa bahay lang, sa labas ng bahay? What is your idea of rest?
Okay. Ang biglang pumasok sa isip ko agad, rest, sleep. No, siguro,
Mm.
siguro with my experience na rin, no, yung, syempre, I've been working since 2015. Um, Pag rest talaga for me, it means sleep, no, na I need to sleep yung enough, no, 7 to 8 hours. If hindi man talaga kaya, at least yung the maximum time na I can get. No, halimbawa kahit kung 4 hours yon, 4 hours na lang natitira sa oras ko due to some, no, hindi natin mga kontroladong matters. I do my best to get that 4 hours sleep.
Mm.
No, ganun. So, sleep na lang talaga. Sleep pag una. Pero syempre, after sleep, no, those other forms of rest, like yung rest ng mind ko, na I try not to think anything about work, no, kapag
Mm.
ako ay nasa bahay na. Kasi binigay ko na lahat eh. Binigay ko na lahat sa work eh. 'Di ba sabi ko kanina, when I'm working, I have very uh, little time for myself, no. Pag ayoko na ipagkait 'yan sa sarili ko after work. No, so I give my time sa work na din, no. So I don't really reply to emails after work
After work.
unless
Mm.
unless a life and death, no, life and death or business operation stoppage, no, yun. Pero other than that, I don't really reply. Yun, yun
Oo.
ang
Alam mo, may naalala ko, Idol, na ano eh, may isang organization. Pag nag email sila, halimbawa after office hours na, after work hours, meron silang nakalagay na you don't need to reply to this email. We value the work and life balance. Kasi if you can reply tomorrow, kasi ano nila eh, they value the personal space, yung time, how much more din sa mga HR. Dapat applicable din yun, no? Kasi what makes them different naman, di ba, sa other employees eh. Kasi yung sinasabi mo na sleep, alam mo, it is so powerful eh. Na kapag ano eh, pag hindi ka, ano, kapag ano eh, ikaw ay natutulog eh, alam mong ano, eh, hindi ka madaling mairita kapag ikaw ay kumbaga if you have an adequate sleep. Kasi pag ikaw ay kulang sa tulog, madali ka mairita, hindi ka makafocus, hindi ka makakonsentrate, di ba? And it is not productive for sa employee, ganun din sa HR. What about Idel for this? When was the last time you said no to any activity or ano namang work related to protect your peace of mind on how did you feel about it?
Um, okay, sige. Iniisip ko yung sagot ko sa question. Kasi, I'll be honest, no? Ah, yung pinakauna kong naisip na sagot is the time when I said no last year. Last year, that was a major no na sinabi ko sa sarili ko na tama na to. Ganon. Hindi na to tama for me. Yun, that was in my previous work. No, kasi sobrang, ano na yun, I was physically and mentally drained that time. So I said, sinabi ko, no, sinabi ko talaga yun sa sarili ko at sa iba na this isn't right anymore, no? So enough na to. No, so yun. Yun yung natatandaan kong major no na sinabi ko for my peace of mind. Ayan. So yun yung sagot ko doon, no? Kasi isip ko talaga, kailan ba ako nag-no? Madalas na ako mag-no ngayon eh. Madalas na ako mag-no. Pero very minimal. Mga konting-konting matters na lang. Pero kung major no ko talaga, that was last year. Yun, doon sa previous work.
Tsaka ano naman eh, we are entitled to say no eh.
Mm.
Kung talaga na sabi mo nga kanina yung HR parang you have this ano eh, konting time to take care of yourself. So why mo pa ibigay dun sa iba no if you can give it to yourself. Konting tulog, konting yung mga hobbies na luto, 'di ba? It ano eh, or iba naggagawa ng mga layout, volunteer.
Mm.
So it is not bad to say no at all. Sa mga viewers natin, I hope you get something out of that answer from Miss Idel. So, yung next question natin is, how do you give yourself the same compassion as you give to others na who are under stress, nai-stress sa mga boss nila or nai-stress kapag yung mga loans nila sa company, ano ba yung mga and other even personal matters. Even minsan, ang tawag rito, idol, nadadala na rin nila yung ano, problema sa bahay. But what about you? How do you give this kind of kindness or compassion to yourself as you give it to other people?
Okay, ganito, no? So, I'll just share a piece of myself. Ganyan. Um, ako, meron ako isang weakness. Meron ako isang weakness. Yung weakness ko na yon, yung I don't see myself as someone, um, someone worthy, no, worthy of praise. No, yan. Isa kong weakness yan because I don't really see myself, my strength, ganon. Um, so, no, sobrang naging grateful ako na I'm surrounded by people who openly tell me na you are, na I'm good on this, na yung kumbaga parang they're happy na I'm around, ganyan. They're happy na this is the way I talk to them, ganyan. Kasi hindi ko alam eh, bakit ganun ako, no? I don't appreciate myself sometimes, ganyan. So, yung mga friends ko na yon malayo sila. They're not, they're far from me. Kasi I'm living in NCR. Um, iniisip ko na lang lagi yung bilin nila for me na if I feel like I wasn't able to give my best on a certain day, iniisip ko na lang na if I tell this person what happened today, na I'm sure she'll tell me na I did good. Kasi hindi ko makita yun sa sarili ko. No, yun yung
Mm-mm.
nire-remind ko na lang. Na parang, Idol, you did good today. Yan, iniisip ko na yan. You did good today even if you don't feel like it.
Mm-mm.
Ayun, I try. I do my best talaga para doon. Although sometimes, syempre, medyo di mawala yung negative thoughts. Pero, pinipilit ko pa rin. No? Pero, pag hindi siya nawala, nanonood na lang ako ng K-drama or mga detective stories, ganon. Para yung isip ko ma-distract sa mga negative thoughts na ganon. Ayun, siguro yun nila, yun yung way na ma, maka, mabigyan ko rin ng compassion yung sarili ko kasi um I I I also try my best to be compassionate sa iba, no? Kaya yun yung ginagawa ko para naman sa sarili ko, no?
Ang ganda nga naman no
Yan.
ng thoughts na yun, Idol, no? It is also talagang maganda kapag there are other people who can who can value you, who can see the good things that you have done for others. Tapos ano yung sinasabi mo kami, parang self-affirmation na you have done your best, you are enough, yung mga ganyan. Alam mo, Idol, meron ako naalala na story na kapag ano you've done so much for today. Pinasasalamatan niya yung kanyang tenga, pinasasalamatan niya yung ulo niya. Thank you for something, parang ano niya, thank you for the eyes. Ano niya tinatouch niya yung, kunwari, yung mata niya, then nirarab niya. Pinasasalamatan niya yung ulo niya. Parang minsan tinatapik-tapik niya yung kanyang braso thank you so much for today. Parang ayun yung ano niya thank you self for today. I've done so much so much enough for this day. And because being compassionate with yourself is makes you feel more gentle with yourself. Kasi if you will not be gentle to yourself, sino pa yung, or compassion to yourself, sino pa yung magbibigay ng compassion na yun?
Mm-mm. I
Um,
think, thank you, Sir Justin, kasi I think that really helps, especially kapag professional ka and you're living alone. No, 'di ba? I-acknowledge natin na sometimes yung mga working people, they live far from home. No, they live alone, no. So parang ang gandang reminder noon na kahit alone ka sa bahay or sa place mo, no, that's a good reminder na ano ka pa rin, good ka pa rin for today. Ganun, kahit walang nagsasabi para sa'yo o ganun. Ayun, so
oo.
thank you for that reminder.
Ako, Idol, minsan ang ginagawa ko, meron ako yung mga affirmation na, yung mga nakikita ko Tapos naalala ko yung ano, sinabi ng doktor na touch your ano, feel
Oh.
yourself, 'di ba? Pasalamatan mo yung sarili mo, yung ano, yung mga body parts mo. Tapos kasi they have done good enough din. Kaya
Mm.
ano na or simple breathing exercise. Simple going out. Yan yung mga ano things that we can do to express ano kindness in ourselves no matter how simple it is. At hindi na kailangan gumastos, di ba? So let's ano proceed to the next question, Idol. Um, what are the small things or small acts that help you unwind? Unwind naman after a long day of doing HR work.
Ang ginagawa ko talaga yan, K-drama. Yun, I'm a
Mm-mm.
fan of K-drama kasi parang otherworld siya eh. Otherworld siya na parang papasukan mo. Yung ibang nakikita mo, ibang naisip mo, ganun. So aside from K-drama, I watched yung mga series ng crime. Sorry pero crime and law, ganun. Kasi ang gusto ko talagang na-distract yung isip ko sa work matters as much as possible sa bahay, no? And aside from that, syempre, I I try na mag-exercise, no, home workout, kahit simpleng stretching lang yun, no? Kasi aside from being an HR, no, ano din ako, nurse din ako. So, I try, yung parang, uh, ang tawag doon, practice what you preach, di ba? We, we encourage people to do exercise, ganon. So, mag-exercise din ako kahit konti. Yung konting stretching, hydration as well, no? Water, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Ayun, yun ang ginagawa ko.
Ano kasi hindi naman natatapos ang buhay mo sa trabaho, 'di ba? You have
Yeah.
other roles. Ikaw ay
Mm-mm.
parang na-mention mo ay idol before na ikaw din ay pet lover, 'di ba? Meron ka rin mga alaga na aso. Role mo din 'yun 'di ba? At ano mo
Oo.
um nakaka alam mo yung tama ba idol bawas ng stress yung mga alagang hayop na yan, mga dogs.
Oh, kahit manood lang ako ng videos nila sa phone,
Mm-mm.
natutuwa na ako. Mm.
Natutuwa nga ako, idol, kasi dito may mga pusa dito sa bahay. Kahit papakain ko lang, nakaka after work
Mm-mm.
nakakabawas ng ng mga stress eh. Kahit
Mm.
no matter how simple it would be yung mga unwind natin, kahit panonood ng TV or nakaupo ka lang na wala kang iniisip, no? Ano ka lang, kahit nakaupo ka lang, ano ka lang, breathing some fresh air, it still helps
Mm.
to keep yourself from work and other HR. Lalo na idol, 'di ba? Ang daming trabaho ng HR lalo pag nagkakagulo ang tao.
Mm.
Pa
And, and Sir Justin, I would like to add one.
mm-mm.
Laundry. No, sorry, siguro mga adulting matters na to. Laundry. Kasi pag nakita ko yung hamper ko, punong-puno, na-stress talaga ako. So, laundry, yun. Nakakabawas ng stress sa akin pag wala akong masyadong maraming laundry. So, yun, make sure ko na ma-manage ko yun. Kahit after work, ganyan.
Parang I also share that that libangan kasi nagpapalaundry rin naman kami. Pero merong yung mga damit na gusto kong kinukusot. Meron akong
Mm.
mga damit na gusto kong parang ako nag-hand wash, parang natutuwa ako dun eh. Lalo na yung may mga madudulas na damit. Parang panglibangan ko din yun eh. So, thank you for hearing that, Idel. And ang next question naman is, how do you separate yourself from being an HR person to being to your natural you, to as an idol na outside work? How do you um separate it?
Okay. I I build my own world, no, outside work. No, what I mean by that is, for example, tulad na banggit mo kanina, kapag nandito na ako sa bahay, my role is to take care of my pets, no, our pets dito, no. So yun, I build that role din dito sa bahay. And I volunteer, no, syempre outside work 'yon. So isang role ko 'yon, no? I'm a volunteer, no. Ganon. Tapos I engage, no, myself kung ano yung nasa harap ko. No, so tulad nun, kapag kaharap ko yung mga pets ko, sila muna. Sila muna. Inisip ko, no?
Mm-mm.
So, wala mo ng work. Sila muna. Yan. So, kapag kaharap ko naman ay, let's say, mga kasama ko dito sa bahay, no? So, sila na lang muna. Yan. Yun yung ginagawa ko para hindi ko naman hayaan na even yung weekends ko ay work pa rin yung nasa isip ko, no? So, yun. Um, Basta meron, I try to build my world outside, work. Ayun.
Oo.
Okay.
Na-curious na ako, Idol, pagdating sa mga HR. Meron din bang mga, halimbawa, may alam ka ba, yung company mo or meron ka bang alam na company na may wellness program para
Hmm.
sa kanila, exclusively para sa mga HR?
Okay, yung parang for HR talaga. No?
Oo.
Kasi most
Lat,
companies, they have wellness activities for all
mm-mm.
employees. Pero ang nagsusupervise, HR din, no? Kasi, gano'n, no? Biglang, ano naman kaya ang specific for HR? Yan. My answer to that, ako, parang, baka may masabi ako na ano, no? Pero,
Ah,
actually, nabanggit mo yan kanina, no? HR takes care of the people, but who takes care of HR? Ayan, no? So,
yeah.
parang, in my experience, kami-kami lang din talaga sa department yung nag-look
Oo.
after each other, gano'n. Um, pero grateful pa rin. May mga coworkers naman na they really appreciate yung effort mo, no? So,
Mm-mm.
yun naman talaga, no, as an HR, a simple thank you. A
Mm-mm.
simple thank you, a simple I'm sorry, ganyan, no? Kasi as an HR, we also yearn for that gratitude. No, kasi ito, I'll be honest, no? Sometimes, human nature siguro ito, no? So, if employees commit mistake, no, minsan balik HR eh. Sorry
Mm-mm.
sorry. Pero may ganun talagang situation, no, balik sa HR. Pero we really appreciate yung taong magsasabi na, HR, I'm sorry, I misunderstood this part. No, yun. Pag ganun, ganun yung line niya, sobrang nakakagaan na ng loob sa amin yon. And simple thank you, like HR, thank you, na thank you for helping me. Yon, as
Mm-mm.
simple as that, no, nakakapag-lighten, no, ng stress namin, ganyan. So, yan, pero most of the time, kami-kami talagang magkakasama sa HR, yung,
Oo.
kami, yan.
Very touching nga yun, no?
Mm-mm.
Na, though wala talagang formal na program, no?
Mm-mm.
But the HR people take care of themselves. Kayo din naman yan eh, no? Kasi
Mm.
alam mo, kaya ako natanong kasi may kakilala ko HR. Ay, ang nakaka-stress na part yung team building kasi sila yung mag-aasikaso eh. Parang yung team building ng mga empleyado eh. Pagdadating na yun, talagang walang tulog. Alam mo yun, yung
Mm.
may mga kunikwento nila eh. Kaya
Nakarelate ako.
oo, pag may mga team building na, nako, yun na yung moment na sabi niya wala pa akong tulog, wala pa akong parang ihi na lang ang pahinga, parang ganyan ang exaggeration, no? So, it is really important that the HR circle professionals
Mm.
know how to they look after. Parang they can kumbaga they can weather through itong mga Yan, a simple thank you, simple I'm sorry, simple
Mm.
words means a lot
Actually, sir,
to people.
ay sorry, I cut you ata, no?
Okay lang,
Sige.
sige.
Ayan, actually yung nabanggit ko kanina na I'm grateful that I'm surrounded by people who see the good in me. Those are my fellow HR din from previous work. Yun,
Mm.
so mga HR din kami, no? So we look after each other hanggang ngayon naman. And yun. So yun din siguro.
Yun. Ang pag-usapan naman natin is HR and burnout, no? Ano yung mga signs that you can say that you are already in the point of burnout, and how do you handle or manage it? Sa ating mga viewers, pag sinabi mong burnout, talagang mas mataas na level ng stress. Kumbaga sa battery ay ano ka na eh, 0% ka na eh. What about Miss HR? How do you say that malapit na ako ma-burnout, and how do you do when you are already nearing it?
Okay. Sir Justin, before I answer your question, is my audio okay? Okay lang ba?
Yes, oh
Alright.
yes.
Sige. Kasi dumating mga pets ko dito bigla. But anyway, my answer to that, very personal kasi I've been there. You know, I've been there, no, yung feeling na burnout ka na, no. Pero bago ko nasabi sa sarili ko noon na this is burnout already.
Mm.
Ang daming reflection. Hindi ko naman sinabi agad na this is burnout. No? Ang daming reflections. And part of those reflections was, or were, number one, I'm, I noticed na there was a change in my values. No, so ibig sabihin na natatanong yung point na natatanong ko na yung sarili ko na ako ba to? Ako na ba to? And this isn't me anymore, ganun, no? So, for example, before, um, I've been parang irritated lately. No, alam ko kasi yung mood ko eh, kasi may normal naman na mood fluctuations talaga tayo, no? Pero, nung time na yon, alam ko or nasagot ko sa sarili ko na this is not my normal mood anymore. Ayan. Kasi, mabilis na akong ma-irritate, no? Dahil na rin siguro sa mga pangyayari before. And other one, yung parang, yung isa kong ano nun, ah, yung, ay, hindi ko na nagagawa, no? Yung pag-aalaga ko sa sarili ko, no? Kasi, even yung situation ko before, even holiday, even weekend, there were pressures to work eh. No, holiday, weekend, Sunday, no, may pressures to work. So doon ko na unti-unting nakita na I'm giving parang lesser time. Halos wala nang time to fix my laundry. Ganyan, no? Fix my laundry. Or yung tulog ko nagiging 2 hours a day because of unrealistic deadlines, no? Parang ganon. So, may change talaga, no? May change sa 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 akin, no? And then physical symptoms. Yeah, nagkaroon na ako ng illness, no? Physical illness. And then madalas na rin yung headache, weakness, hindi ko alam eh, para kung may rayuma no, no? May parang bakit ang sakit ng mga kasukasuan ko, no? Madalas, ganon. Although alam ko naman parang wala akong sakit, pero may feelings ako na gano'n. So, yung tatlong bagay na yon, yun yung nakapag-convince sa akin na burnout na to. No, burnout na. So, yung first one, if I could summarize now, first one, there was a change in my personality or behavior. No, yung una. Kalawa, there were less time for self-care, and then pangatlo, physical symptoms. Yan. So, yung tatlong yon, dun ako nakapag-decide na this is burnout na. Ayun.
Okay. Importante talaga na ma-identify mo yung mga signs that you are already there. If you are already there, ano, you are already in that stage of burnout. Kasi if you can identify that, pwede mo siyang ma-manage eh. Before, ano eh, before kang, kumbaga you are more on preventive rather than, alam mo yun, curative na eh. Pagdating sa burnout eh. Kaya alam mo, may naalala ko, Idol, na there is one thing that HR or employee can do, um, that is designed for you to take break. That is leave. Yung pwede silang mag-leave, di ba? Di ba HR din? Pwede naman mag-leave ang HR. Tama ba, Idol?
Yes, definitely. It's a basic employer right.
Ah,
Pwede, pwede. Yeah.
kasi natutunan ko to sa HR na leave are not designed always to be monetized. Parang hindi naman siya yung fundamental reason bakit may leave ang employee. Kasi yung iba, yung leave, binomonetize nila eh. Kinakash nila. Yung ibang company, may policy sila na ganun eh. But leave is designed for an employee or for an HR to take a break. If you if you feel masakit ang likod, ano yung Idol, sabi mo, may rayuma, when other, you are, ako pa ba to? Parang something, baka, you can use this, accumulated, yung mga leave credits na ginagamit ng isang company. Ako rin, Idol, kapag ano eh, kapag medyo, alam mo, masakit talaga yung ulo. Hindi ko, wag nang pilitin pumasok, no? Kung kaya namang ano eh, kung kaya naman na leave. Kasi may mga leave naman na if you don't use it, you will lose it after the year. Yung forfeitable siya. So, ang ganda nung sinare mo na ano eh, kailangan ma-identify mo to. Ma-identify mo yung mga signs para alam mo kung paano i-manage yun. You can say no, you can take a break, and other things. So, my next question, Idol, is when was the last time that um you had real break? Talagang you had a real vacation na wala kang iniisip na trabaho, na kasi yung iba, 'di ba, kapag nakabakasyon, ang isip pa rin nasa trabaho pa din. Can you share a moment in your life na walang no social media, no, talagang real break, wala kang kinakamusta na empleyado? Do you still have that moment?
Napapangiti ako, Sir Justin.
Oo. Ay, kahit yung mga
Kasi
tanong na yan, no, parang hirap sagutin.
yung yung answer ko that nung nag-resign ako eh. Yun yung, sorry kaya ako napapangiti kasi 'di ba? Share ko naman na last year talaga medyo ano talaga ako doon, physically and mentally drained. So nung nag-resign ako, doon lang ako as in full rest. That was for 6 months. No, I
Mm-mm.
was resting physically and mentally sa province, no. So yun, I had less time for social media. Siyempre, wala na akong kinakamusta ng mga employee. Although when they ask me some questions about their parang needs sa work, no, nagre-reply pa rin naman ako, pero hindi na tulad ng dati, no, kasi
Mm-mm.
I still value naman yung time ko with them, no. Nagre-reply pa rin naman ako, pero less pressure na sa work, no. So, yun, kaya ako napapangiti talaga. So, yun yung time na as in mentally and physically nag-rest ako until I felt ready again to work as an HR. Ayan. So, kumbaga parang, ano so isa siguro yun sa nabibigay kong advice na, um, if you need rest, rest. No, kasi when I resigned, wala akong backup plan. I mean, wala akong work agad, no. It's really for my rest. No,
Mm-mm.
pero part dun yung, 'di ba meron tayong spiritual self-care na tinatawag, no? So siguro yun yung na-build sa akin nun, spiritual self-care kasi I was praying na wala akong work. Kasi wala akong work. I was doing work sa bahay. Yun. Pero there was faith in me na God will uh, put me in a place where there's health and safety. No, na hindi ko na mafe-feel yung tulad ng dati before. Yun. Yun lang. Pero hindi ko
Yun.
na-encourage na mag-resign without a backup plan, ha. Wala akong encouragement na gano'n. Yun lang talaga yung nangyari sa akin. Yeah.
Ayun, napakaganda ng shinare ni Idol um about rest, about no social media. Alam niyo yung mga viewers natin about resignation. Nangyari din sa akin 'yan. And after ko mag-resign, parang napakagaan ng mundo. Alam mo, parang alam mo 'yun, parang nawalan ka ng mga tinik. Kasi nagpagaling kasakit din kasi ako eh. So, during that time na nagpapagaling ako, parang ang gaan-gaan ng buhay, no? And baka kaya yung mga viewers natin na ano, alam mo
O, mag-resign sila.
magandang episode ng resignation eh. Pero nung nag-resign naman ako, Miss Idol, may backup naman ako na emergency plan ng mga emergency fund ng
Yan,
10
oo.
months or 12 ni ready ko na eh. Alam mo 'yon.
Oo.
So that ano eh mag para, ayun nga, kasi wala eh, I am disabled at that time, no?
Mm-mm.
Pero na-feel ko rin na parang ang gaan-gaan nga naman eh. Kaya minsan naisip ko, pero it's good for ano, employee sometimes to resign eh. Parang I don't, well, ay sa mga viewers natin we will have a podcast about that, resignation. Ito ay mga part pa rin yan ng mental health na minsan hindi masyado na pag-uusapan eh. Malay mo, kaya si Miss Idol uli ang ating guest pag that time. No, Idol? So, um, let us talk about this. How can you model healthy work-life balance without for your team without feeling guilty or without guilt? But before that, how do you define ba? Ano ba yung characteristic nitong work-life balance? If you can just share as HR.
Okay, sige. Work-life balance bilang HR. Um, ito, inisip ko talaga kung paano. Pero work-life balance kasi bilang HR, ito yung may time ka sa work
Mm-mm.
while making sure may time ka rin para sa sarili mo. And, so first yun, and sa sarili mo, and then for other matters that are important to you. Like
Mm-mm.
family, church, no? Personal goals, ganon. So, yun yung balance for me. So, if, ganito, so, no, sa akin, I've been trying my best for that, work-life balance. So, paano ko siya siniset as an example? So, ganito, um, time management, no? So, sa HR kasi, marami ka talagang task. No, so ano na yan, nilalatag ko na siya, isa-isa. Then, I avoid rushing everything. Hanggat kaya, I don't rush. Yung tipong 1 week na lang for a major task, no? I try to avoid that one. kasi ayokong ma-stress at ayokong ma-stress yung mga kasama ko sa office. Ganyan. So, kung ganun, pag ganun yung strategy ko, I don't, I don't call them on weekends. Hanggat kaya ko na hindi sila tawagan pag weekends because of work or after work, gagawin ko. Oh, yun. So, parang, if I want my weekend for me, I'm sure they want their weekends for themselves din. No, so yun yung ginagawa ko, no. Um, hangga't kaya, no work follow-ups on weekends. Pero kung kailangan, minimum. Wag naman yung dire-diretsong follow-up. Ganito, ganun, ganyan. Ano naman, minimum lang, yung pinaka-importante lang. Yan. So, yun yung ginagawa kong example. No, yun. Yun, ganun.
Yon. Oo nga naman. Sino ba naman ang gusto ng ang daming mga follow up after ano? Kasi I know the feeling also. And yung mga stories na na-share din ng mga employees na yung boss nila, after work, alam mo, daming mga ano, pakicheck mo nga yung email na ito, pakicheck mo nga ito, yung mga
Mm.
ganyang kahit hanggang gabi, or minsan nga hindi pa nag start yung 8 a.m., meron ng ano, meron na pakicheck, alam mo yun, para bang dinevote na nila yung time. So, kumbaga kung ano yung gusto, you want them na free yung, you want in a way that you want your weekends free. Ganun din sa empleyado, kumbaga fair lang. Yan. So, ang next question ko naman, Idel, since pag HR ka, ang dami daing mga tanong, whether it is about conflict with the office mate, or whether it is mga loan, suspension, discipline, problema sa boss, can you say that um, how do you remind yourself that it is okay not to have all the answers sa mga concerns ng mga empleyado?
Hmm, kasi parang 'pag HR 'no, parang
O, pag
lahat
HR,
lahat
alam na
nasa
lahat, di
sa'yo 'no,
ba?
alam mo
Oo.
daw lahat. Yun kasi yung thinking minsan 'no. Um, sa akin naman, gano'n na ako ever since 'no, kasi sa nursing school, doon kami na-build 'no, ano nga, I don't speak for all nurses 'no, or student nurses, pero gano'n na ako ever since na if you don't know the answer, admit, but research. It's better to tell them na I need to do some reading more than tell them mali, yung something na mali, just because
Mm-mm.
of your pride or ego na, "Hindi, dapat alam ko to," ganun. So, ganun na ako ever since, no? Um, if I don't know the answer, I tell them, honestly, no? Or kung konti lang yung alam ko, I tell them na I think I need to check more on this, ganyan. So, hanggang ngayon, nadala ko naman siya, no? So, it's easy for me to just admit na I don't know everything, no? And with that thinking, na-build ko din yung parang wanting to work with someone smarter than me, no? Yung, hindi naman genius level, no? Hindi naman. Pero someone na mas let's say a mentor maybe, nga ganun, mentor level na, yung ganun, or listen more, no? Kasi let's just admit na there are some things na we don't know but they know, no? And kung sa HR yon, kung sa office or sa lahat ng HR na members doon, no? If lahat ganon, no, mas madaling mag-look after each other.
Mm-mm.
Ganon. No, yun yung for me, yun yung para sa akin kasi kanya iba-iba naman tayo ng ano no ng principles, no. Pero sa akin talaga hindi yun mahirap gawin. No, I can easily admit to myself na hindi ko to alam. So I need to ask, I need to read, research pa, ganyan. Ayan, yun sa akin. Pero kung i-relate ko siya, let's say sa mental health, no, ng pag-accept na maari nga na stress na ako, ganyan. Tapos hindi ko pa ma-accept sa sarili ko. Parang in denial stage, ganon. Ah, importante na you're surrounded by people who cares about you, by people who care about you. Sila yung magsasabi sa'yo, no? And then, listen to them. Ayun. Yun
Okay.
lang sa akin.
Kasi alam mo, ano, Idol, hindi naman natin talaga alam lahat ng mga sa lawak at sa lalim ng mga concerns ng mga employees eh. Parang you are not supposed to be all-knowing kung ano ba yung gagawin ko, ano ba yung dapat dito. Kaya ang ganda na sinabi mo, you can, number one, you can research. Oh, you can just note and take the concern, you can note the concern of the employee and to research it kung meron ba tong applicable na law or meron
Mm.
ba tong applicable na regulation or meron bang memo or na memo about dito na pwede mong i-review. So hindi naman at the instantly kailangan alam mo na yung ano sasagutin eh. Yung ibang HR parang parang may pa-survey sila parang ito ano ba yung mga concerns mo? Hindi yung concerns sa Christmas party yung mga view, hindi yung mga concern ko anong team, ano ba yung pa-survey. But they can suggest para kung wala pang ganung wala pang ganung policy or program sa company, they can tell the HR, why not consider, lalo na sa mga mental health or mental wellness na programs, kung hindi alam ng HR na baka wala pang ganito na, halimbawa, yung mga debriefing or mga anti-bullying or mga workplace bullying and other mga um, other laws na about sa mental health, we can, the HR can be your friend, it can be an instrument to develop those program.
Mm.
So, thank you so much sa yung mga viewers natin na HR professionals, particularly, thank you for tuning in up to this time. I hope you are learning sa aming mental health conversation with Idel. So, ang next concern natin, Idel, is what is one thing that you can let go of this week to lighten your the things that in your mind as HR, or to lighten the mental load that you are carrying as HR. Baka meron kang ma-share.
Something na I can let go this week.
Oo.
Siguro, siguro um, ano kasi, um, ito talaga, ano ko na to, feelings ko to. Pero, the past days, this week talaga, no, I don't feel, accomplished a lot, ganon. Pero, yun yung something na pwede ko na i-let go this weekend para maharap ko na yung, yung ibang challenge ko sa work by Monday. Yun na yun, ano ko na, i-let go ko na yung feeling na parang hindi yata ganun na kaganda yung work performance ko no this week. Pero yun na yun, ila-let go ko na yun para sa next week.
Ah,
Mm-mm.
parang it reminds me ng isang psychologist na guest sa podcast. Sabi niya, halimbawa may mga ganyang thoughts na ah, yung mga ganyan thoughts, you may ask yourself na ito ba, nakakatulong ba to sa akin? Yung mga ganitong thoughts na Yung sinasabi nila that I am not good enough, parang di ko kaya, parang I cannot finish this. Do these thoughts help you? And what you can do about this? Parang you are ano challenging yung mga thoughts na yan eh. Tsaka ano, Idel, itong next concern natin. Lagi ko to naririnig sa mga HR eh. Yung mga, lalo na HR na content creators, sabi nila, celebrate small wins. Celebrate small success. Whether ikaw ay may konting increase na salary um, or other kahit na non-monetary achievements. What about sa mga HR? How do you celebrate your own growth no matter how small it is as someone who take care of other people, particularly the employees?
Okay, sige. So, as an HR, kasi ako, syempre, as the manager, no, I, ano kasi uh, you give them the, you give them the reward, that they deserve. No, kasi ako, sometimes, I schedule, um, department dinner, ganyan. Pero ano lang yun hindi siya, medyo ano lang yun, may temporary effect yun, syempre, ganun. Pero I ask them na, kumbaga, I, I give them yung immediate recognition if they did something na maganda naman. No, as simple as, thank you for doing this task, no? It really helped a lot, no? May gano'n naman. So, kahit simpleng gano'n, it makes us, ako, I'm speaking bilang HR, no? Katulad nga sabi ko nga kanina, simple thank you, parang nakakagaan na ng loob namin, no? So, pag yung simple recognition lang, it feels like a celebration na din, no? So, yung kasama ko sa HR, no, yung kasi magsabi ng gano'n, parang ayoko naman sabihin yung life niya, no? Pero, I have encountered din some kasama ko sa HR na meron din silang feeling. Kapag may feeling sila na parang wala silang nagawang malaki or mabuti na sa work, gano'n. Ano din, no, yung feeling lang na sabihin mo na, no, you did good. You did this one, ito, ayan. Kahit isa-isahin mo yon, iba na yung feeling na sineselebrate nyo yung achievements nyo as a department, ganon, or as a team. No? So, yung simpleng ganon lang, it feels like a celebration na. No? Pero,
Mhm.
syempre, kung aayain mo siya, kung kayo, no, department dinner or lunch, iba rin yung effect nun. Ganon, iba rin naman yung effect nun. May kasama ng pagkain yon, or food yon, di ba? Ganon. Pero, ang point ko lang doon, um, you can parang acknowledge their work. Alright, yung effect nun, parang celebration na din eh. As simple as that. Ganon. Kasi feeling ko nga kung ako yun, mas malaki pa yung effect nun kaysa yayain ko silang mag-department dinner eh. Kasi it has a direct effect on their mental health na. 'Di ba? I hope I'm making sense here, no? For example, sige, ito na lang. For example, ikaw, Sir Justin, ikaw yung aking kasama sa HR. And then, nagbigay ka ng effort sa work mo, sa task mo. And then, in front of the whole department, i-acknowledge kita na, Justin, you did great on this, gano. Yung feeling na thank you for being seen, for being heard, ganon, for being acknowledged, no? Para siyang celebration na, compared to pa-pizza or pa-dinner lang. Iba pa rin yung feeling na heard sila, or ako, yung feeling na ganon, na yung feeling na nakita sila, na-appreciate sila, iba pa rin yun, no? Pero I'm not saying na wag nyo naman na i-let go nyo yung mga department dinners, no? Kasi okay din naman yon. Pero what I'm saying is, mas may effect yung mga acknowledgement na yon, or yung may direct effect sa mental health nila compared to dun sa papitsa, ganun, papitsa or ice cream, ganun. I hope I'm making sense. No, sorry.
Oo.
Okay,
Alam,
ganun.
alam mo, iba talaga yung nagiging effect kapag sinabi mo sa tao yung the worth, the
Mm,
value, yung nung ginagawa niya. Kasi sometimes we don't see these things na yung mga good things na ginagawa natin. But if there is other people who sees it at sinabi niya na kung ano yung nagagawa mo, parang it adds value to yourself. Talaga nakaka-boost
mm,
ng pagtingin sa sarili more than sa mga pagkain. Pero mas maganda sana kung may department na dinner plus meron pang appreciation, awards of
mm,
appreciation, baka mas win-win 'yon, no? So, iba
oo,
talaga yung nagiging effect kapag yan, kahit sa mga ka-office mates ko. Now, before na may nakikita mo yung yung mga ginagawa niya na kumbaga yung magnify, 'di ba? Ito yung mga good things na nagagawa mo kasi sometimes sa work minsan kung ano yung mali, minsan na yun yung nakikita eh. I don't know sa HR baka ganun din na yung
mm,
sinasabi mo kanina bumabalik sa HR kapag may mga may mga pagkakamali na nagawa yung empleyado. So, it is so nice talaga na you receive this kind of compliment or words of affirmation na sa mga ginagawa ng HR. Alam mo, Miss Idol, yung sa company ko ngayon isa sa mga nag-encourage din sa akin na bumalik sa company is HR. Kasi after ko mag-resign, sabi nila na ini-encourage nila na kasi naiintindihan ko na alam mo yon kapag nag-resign yung employee, training na naman, gastos na naman, di ba? Yan. Onboarding na naman. Pero I really think them, kahit way mo kahit birthday nga lang nila yung isa inaalam ko may kinetext ko or dinadalang ko ng pagkain yung HR, parang simpleng thank you sa nagawa nila kasi kasama mo sila from the time na ma-hired ka until the time na mag-exit ka sa company. Iba yung iba yung roles na ginagampanan nila as HR. So let's ask naman si Idel. Idel, can you share naman? Baka itong mga viewers natin, they want to know more about you. Do you have advocacy? You can tell and you can share about our viewers as we wrap up this episode, how they can reach you. Baka gusto kanilang kuni for professional engagement or speaking engagement.
okay. Um, well, advocacy ko in the workplace is psychological safety. Ayan. So if I have a page actually yung OHNPH kasi occupational health nurse din naman ako, no. So nilalagay ko na I do some hindi siya article pero mga postings na about my insights on psychological safety at work, empathy during emergency response, no, yun. Kasi I'm also a mental health coach din naman and a volunteer. No, so yun. And aside from that, no, kasi mental health is always part naman of health and safety, no. So we advocate for healthier and safer workplaces. Hindi lang not only for physical health din like emergency and disaster preparedness, no? Kasi if we're prepared for a certain disaster, ganyan, hindi tayo magpapanik no? So, yun, isa yun sa mga ina-advocate namin. And, of course, yung ways on how to keep our workplaces healthier, like For example, tama ba yung illumination ko sa workplace? Ay, mga gano'n, no? Kasi pag tama, pag enough, less, di ba, less worry yon sa mga workers. So, yun yung aming mga, yun ang advocacy namin sa work. And they can reach me through Signer Quest, Facebook page, no? Pwede silang mag-message doon or doon sa aking OHN PH page, no? Sa LinkedIn, meron din akong LinkedIn. Um, you can send me a message if you want some guidance on health and safety at work. No, whether physical setup yan sa work or psychological safety at work. No, so you can reach me. So our company is SignRequest Management Consultancy Services Incorporated. Tama ba? Tama yun.
Ayun. Kapag yung mga company nyo, yung lalo na sa mga HR natin na they are looking for uh, they are looking for ito mga regulatory compliance o yung
Yes.
mga
Mm-mm.
safety and kung kayo ba ay kumbaga up to the standards ng
Mm-mm.
workplace, ayan, you can message Miss Idel and she will guide you this pagdating sa mga ganyang bagay. So once again, thank you for our viewers. And sa mga HR out there, we really appreciate you for what you do. You are doing a great job. Misa kaya hindi lang ikaw nare-remind. But we really appreciate you that and this episode is really for you. So thank you once again for joining us. I hope you enjoyed listening and good day.
Thank you.